Yo, welcome back to the Inner Circle. Today I am bringing you the new draft league on the channel, BBL. That's the Banlist Battlers League. Very excited to be a part of it, and if you do follow my content, you should have seen my draft analysis video already. So you do know my team, but obviously we got to take a look at the matchup for this week. So my team consists of Kiram White, Landorus I, Terrakion, Spectrier, Slowking, Weezing G, Bronzong, Serena, Persian A, Rotom Fan, Audino, and Lileep. This week I am facing off against Jorge and the San Ant Eggys. The team is scary. It consists of Zygarde Complete, Victini, Toxapex, Crobat, Klefki, Thundurus, Escavalier, Jellicent, Pangoro, and a little Ice Core in Sandslash A and Ninetales A. So like I said, the team is scary. Zygarde Complete, always a threat. This is and I think I said this in the draft analysis, this is the first Gen 8 Ubers League that I will be participating in, and I did participate in a Gen 7 Ubers League back on Usum, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. So it has been a minute, but I'm very excited. I like the matchup, and hopefully it is a good one. I have not played the battle yet, so even I don't know how it's going to go. Again, I'm excited about it. I like the matchup again. So, without further ado, let's just get you guys right into it. All right, welcome to the battle. So, that is a Zydog for complete. I admittedly did not prepare for a Zydog complete form. That's okay. No Victini. A new Pangoro had to come. Pretty much a necessity. Once I take care of that, Spectre pops off. Thundurus, Escav, for sure. Ninetales A. Crobat. Alright. I could just lead a powerhouse, see where it takes me. The only thing that Lando doesn't want to be in on really is Ninetales. So let's just lead it. And then we have switches. Yo, hopefully Spec goes ham. I'm not going to be looking too much at chat. Alright, let's go. Good luck, Jorge. Great, fantastic. The one thing that I didn't want to be in against. You gotta love it, folks. This thing gonna get Veil up right away? Probably. I immediately have to go Slowking. Hopefully someone picks up on the team naming convention. You guys know anything that wants to switch in on Our guy Slow King, nothing does. That's the answer. Slow King broken? Yeah, you're right. Hey, let's get a burn. Flamethrower? Flamethrower? Nice little burn? Yeah. Let's go. Flamethrower burn. Big plays. So this is a hard switch to Wheezing. I mean, with the burn, like, a lot less threatened here. Did Sam get Nightbotted? Yeah, Sam got Nightbotted. Sam, you know you're gonna get Nightbotted. Come on. Sam, you should know by now. Knock. Does take away our passive healing. So we, as you can tell, we are Misty Terrain, or Misty Surge. This thing isn't super critical for Jorge anymore, but we're gonna just make a prediction because it can't really touch us. We're gonna predict Escav. Oh, Crobat, okay. Still, good damage, I'm sure. Not super great, but after Hail, we did just over 21. So it's got some HP, but probably not a whole lot. I mean, it's a Crobat. And the Wheezing is not super critical anymore. Let's just see what it wants to do. Wing Beat, that's not going to do much. We do get a burn again with Flamethrower. Sam, yes, you are. 100%. We do get another burn, like I said. We're literally just going to click Flamethrower again. So this is going to do very minimal. Very little. And literally just going to click it again. I think Jorge's sacking. Maybe not sacking. I guess he'll save it for a sack for later. Zygarde could come in, don't want it to get burned. Literally nothing wants to come in. If this gets a burn, I mean, I gotta apologize, right? Brain goes down. So Serena's here for this thing. That's what Serena does in this battle. Again, I was not expecting Zydog, but I'm game. That does next to no damage. No way he stays in. So we're just U-turning out. Yes, you nailed it. It is Fairly Odd Parents. I see the thought. I'm gonna allow it just so everyone can see it. I don't know why it had it banned anyway. Big Hiram's here to play. You know Hiram had to be Timmy. You know it. Oh damn, now Liv got nightbotted. There goes Escav. Timed out for 600 seconds? Are you kidding me, Nightbot? Sorry, Liv. Damn, there goes Sam. Rip. Y'all are gonna get timed out, and none of y'all are gonna be able to say anything. 10 minutes? Like, are you kidding me, Nightbot? Come on. Cut him some slack, man. Moonblast. Shouldn't do much still. Yeah, that's not bad. That was a crit, too. I want to make a prediction, but, like, at the same time, I don't really care. Okay, yeah, we did not make a prediction. So we'll need to switch out after the next one. This should do a big chunk. We're expert belt. Yeah, over half. That crit on the first one was unfortunate. Doug Dimmadome? Maybe we go Doug Dimmadome. You know he's the owner of the Dugsdale Dimmadome. Dimsdale. Fuck. I said Doug. Because his name is Doug. Dimsdale Dimmadome. I hear they have blubber nuggets. So I'm sacking this. In case that wasn't apparent. It doesn't do anything anymore. With Pangoro chipped, Crobat burnt. It doesn't do anything anymore. I feel like that is just scarfed, but I'm not super confident in that. Flamethrower is just an easy click again. At this point, Zydog's the only thing that, I mean, wants to come in on it, but with my luck today, I sacked Wheezing. Let's take a burn. Another burn? Another burn? Yeah, to Ninetales. We've got terrain up, so Outrage won't do anything. We've got... I mean, this thing is slow as shit, so... I mean, I guess he could be invested. Highly doubt it. Maybe enough to speed creep me, but that feels like a stretch. I think we're just gonna whip it. We do hit. The Pangoro goes down. So, Spectre kind of just wins now. Yes, Josh. Damn it. Spectrier kind of just wins now. Hey, another follow. Thank you. Much appreciated. Thank you for finishing that sentence, Josh. This is an interesting bring in here, because I kill this thing. It's Zydog. I don't think it kills me. It could be Yachi, I guess. Interesting. I mean, it's Zydog. It dies to this. Unless it's Yachi. It's not. We'll be seeing ya. Have a good day. So Zygarde complete never comes out. Ninetales? Why not Thundurus? I'm scratching my head, man. This is my answer to Ninetales. Slowking putting in the finest of work. For those of you that haven't seen my content before, I do have Slowking in the Pokemon All-Star competition, otherwise known as PAC. PAC is the If you are familiar with the draftleague.nl website, it is in the 5 difficulty level. So it is in the top tier. And I believe it's still the only league up there. And Liv's in there. Owen's in there. Anyone else from BBL? Off the top of my head, I can't recall. Could have been. Yeah, that's fair. So we foresee an attack there. So whatever comes in is going to have to take a nice little chunk. This thing is just going to die. At this point, flamethrower is our best option. That's burnt, and it's not going to do a whole lot. So Soul King picks up another kill. And again, even though Veil is up, something needs to take a future sight here. I mean, Thunderous is clearly the best option. With the Hail up, I can't just go hard Landorus because of Weather Ball. Landorus is my best response to this. But like I said, can't just go hard into it. So I think Fat Kyurem is just like a mid-ground to try to burn some Hail turns. So we're going to do that. Fat Kyurem, is that what I said? I think that's what I said. Weather Ball, yep. So that's why I couldn't go hard into Landorus. Hey, welcome back, Liv. There's a future sight. That does good damage. And at this point, Ice Beam looks really good. This thing could Focus Blast me, but here we are. Does hit. Does not kill. We get off a nice, big, beefy Ice Beam. Kills through Veil. So that's huge. And then obviously all that's left is the Crobat and the Ninetales, and they can't touch Slowking. I do think this is Scarf. Is it veiled and swapped out right away? Spectrier isn't even going to see the field. And it had just a fantastic matchup. Dark Pulse, that might 2 a KO. Just kidding. Oh, that was a crit earlier that I'm remembering off that Moonblast. Thought I remembered raw Moonblast damage. But no, incorrect. We just kill with Flamethrower. And we learned that Crunch doesn't do... Oh, we flinched. Oh, that's actually big. That could get another diff for Jorge. Let's see. I kind of want the diff. Not gonna lie. So I'm like running some quick calcs. I do think this is Scarfed. So we have to Power Whip here. Crobat quad resists it, but that's fine. Yep, so it stays in. Is Crobat dead? I don't even remember. Is this the last thing? I don't even remember. Oh, yeah, it is the last thing. Let's go. I didn't cross it off on my sheet. My little cheat sheet. Alright. Fantastic. Great way to start the BBL run. Very excited about a 5-0 victory. I think that the matchup was really good for me. Going into it. I think that played a factor, and I think I just played better. I think I just played a better game in general. No offense to Jorge. Still GG's. Let me go send over the GG's. Josh, thanks for grabbing those stats. Much appreciated. We can take a walk through the team. For those of you that have not watched my content before, I always do a team breakdown post-battle. So that will be part of the stream here, and then it will be part of the YouTube video. So let me swap scenes so you can see everything a little bit better. And we'll walk through it. Alright, so Kiram actually has a really good matchup. I mean, when doesn't it? Let's be honest. Dragon Ice is such a spammable combination of typings, and then hey, your steel types allegedly are supposed to check this thing, right? Wrong. Fusion Flare. So we ran Expert Belt. It was either gonna be Specs or Expert Belt, and I wanted to be able to click an ice move whenever I wanted, and if Escav came in, be able to just swap over to Fusion Flare and blow it away. And if I recall correctly, we did in fact blow it away. So the EV spread for this bad boy is nothing special. Absolutely nothing special. It was timid, max speed, max spatak. And then the remainder in HP to give us that 201 HP stat that you saw. Give us a couple, or one additional rock switch in. One thing I did notice when prepping is the removal on the team is not super great on Jorge's team. So, yeah, I didn't really bring anything to set up removal, but at the same time, I didn't bring anything to remove. Actually, I brought defog, but never clicked it, obviously. The only reason I did bring defog was or Veil, and never had to click it, so. And I think you probably could have guessed the move set. Freeze Dry, Ice Beam, Earth Power, Fusion Flare. Find something that resists. That can come in on that. I mean, come on. Just a crazy good mon. But obviously, it definitely took some lives today. So that's Kiram. On to Landorus. Man, I didn't even get to use Landorus. I was really happy about this set. The matchup looked really great to run this, and you might have seen it when I scrolled past Landorus in the like Pokemon Select screen when I was swapping mons and stuff. Landorus has a fantastic matchup in this one. I'm just gonna go straight to the moveset. So Rock Polish Calm Mind looks incredible in this one. Let me just run through Jorge's team one more time for you all. Zygarde, Victini, Toxapex, Crobat, Klefki, Thundurus, Escavalier, Jellicent, Pangoro, Sandslash-A, Ninetales A. If Landorus could get up a Rock Polish and a Calm Mind, it literally 2-hit KOs or OKOs everything on the team. which is just incredible. So Earth Power Psychic is perfect neutral coverage for the entire team and just looks so, so, so good. Even like the best thing Jorge could have done to take this on, in my opinion, is like a super bulky Zygarde. And yeah, that's it. I don't know what else could take this on. Maybe even like a bulky Escav would look okay. But if I run a calc real quick, Scarf Alola slash Inhale. Yes, that could be an option because at +2, this does outspeed Alola slash. So the only thing that could take it out is if he brought Ice Shard on Sand slash Alola, because it did get Ice Shard in Eevee. Let's go Eevee. Let's go Pikachu. That's the only thing that really could have taken this on from an offensive standpoint if I had already been set up. But I'm running this SCAV calc real quick. If it was like super bulky, yeah, at +1 we do 70% to a max HP, max SPDEF SCAV. So yeah, SCAV really wouldn't be a check either. So yeah, again, I wanted to skip right over to the set because it had an incredible matchup in this one. EVs, like I said, enough speed to outspeed Sandslash in Hail, enough speed to outspeed. I don't think we looked at Scarf Crobat, but I wasn't worried about that. And we might have outsped it. Let me see. Probably do. I mean, it's +2 versus +1. Yeah, we do. So yeah, we outspeed everything at +2. And then the remaining EVs, 252 Spatak, 36 HP, and 4 in each of the defenses. So yeah, that was the Landorus. Obviously, Life Orb on a Sheer Force Mon is pretty standard. So yeah, that was Landorus. Next up is Slowking, which I know I said mid-battle that I've really enjoyed using it in pack Pokemon All-Star competition, and that still holds true here. I I love Slowking. I've always loved Slowbro, but Slowking has done incredible work in that league and already here. Yeah, Liv, I did hear you hyping it up at one point in one of the chats. And I've loved it. I've always loved Bro, like I said, and Pack has made me love King, and now I'm loving it here as well. We obviously, you saw leftovers. Obviously, we were regen. The other, major contributor to this team was the fact that Slowking actually looked pretty good offensively here. I did need it to check some stuff defensively, though, so I had to run it mostly defensive. The special attackers on Jorge's team are not great. The only one other than Thundurus that could even... Actually, let me rephrase. There's nothing other than Thundurus on the special attacking side that could threaten Slowking, even with no investment. We literally only had 4 SPDEF. And we would never stay in on Thundurus anyway, so there was no reason to invest in SPDEF. So we were mostly in defense. We actually had 28 in Spatak. There was probably a calc for that, but I did build this team like a week ago, and I don't remember exactly what it was for. But we were defensive, bold, 228 EVs in defense and 248 EVs in HP. So that gave us a nice 201 HP stat. I don't think he saw all the moves. I don't think I ever clicked Surf. like I said, the offensive matchup for this looked really good. Um, Once again, Zygarde complete, Victini, Toxapex, Crobat, Klefki, Thundurus, Escavalier, Jellicent, Pangoro, Sandslash A, and Ninetales A. So offensively, this Slowking actually hit everything super effective other than Pangoro and Jellicent. So it was a really good matchup for it. And Future Sight really pressured Pangoro to come in. And I needed Pangoro to just take as much damage as possible. So that in the end game was Spectrier just cleans up and wins. But Spectrier didn't even need to see the field. But yeah, Future Sight put a lot of pressure on Pangoro to come in on a hit. And in the end, obviously, we got lucky on some of those burns. An early burn on Pangoro was huge for us. So that took a lot of the pressure off of needing Weezing, and we were able to allow Weezing to drop. Weezing was the Pangoro check, and I'll get to that. So yeah, that was Slowking. Slowking looked good. Slowking performed great. Very happy. There's Spectrier. Okay, so Spectrier was Shadow Ball, Hyper Beam, disable Nasty Plot. So the idea behind this was if there was ever a scenario where Pangoro was in a situation where I had to have Spectrier versus Pangoro, I was Scarf. And if there was ever a situation where I was in on Pangoro and it clicked knockoff and I didn't die for some reason, whether or not it was burned or whatever, I could next turn disable. Hopefully that's the only dark type move it has. And then I could set up a nasty plot if I had been knocked off. So that was the reasoning behind the set. I literally only needed Shadow Ball. So, I mean, obviously it doesn't get much other coverage than that. But that was the reasoning. We also had Hyper Beam. If Pangoro was literally the only thing left, we could just nuke it. So again, that was the reasoning for that. And then the EVs were not much to write home about. Didn't need a whole lot of speed. Crobat was the only thing that got close to our speed number. So we didn't even invest for Crobat. We actually ended up being able to run Modest, which, oh, Shadow Balls off of this thing with Modest do a crazy amount of damage. Like, even to Pangoro, if it's like more of an offensive set, Shadow Ball still does like 30 something min. So, I mean, that's still a crazy amount of damage. And then, you know, if I had a Grimnay already, we would be doing like 50% to Pangoro. Resisted. Like, that's crazy. But anyway, we were Modest, 252 attack. We were 236 speed, 4 in each of the defenses, and 12 in HP. So that was all of that. And then last but not least, Serena. So Serena, actually I have 2 left. Forgot about Weezing. Serena was our Zygarde check. And I've made it a habit of drafting Serena in a lot of my leagues just to check the crazy ground dragons that exist in the formats. You know, starting from the bottom, Flygon, all the way up to Zygarde complete. Once this thing got triple axle access, like, I knew it was gonna be important. Yeah, Sceptile, it's been really good for me, so hopefully it's been good for you. But yeah, I obviously had to bring this to check Zygarde. So we were leftovers. The stats, the investment here Obviously, we had to be defensive. We were 140 attack, 28 HP, 252 defense with that impish nature. And we also had 84 spadef and 4 speed. For the most part, I'm going to be completely honest, I don't remember what most of those calcs were for. Obviously, 28 HP and 252 defense was enough to check Zygarde. It's been a minute since I built all these. I assume the 140 attack probably did a good chunk to Zygarde. Yeah, it killed something that had no bulk investment. That was, I'm sure that was the reasoning there. It killed a Zygarde 50 that had no bulk investment. So I'm sure that was the reasoning for the 140 attack. I think you saw everything. Actually, no, you only saw 2 moves. I clicked U-turn and Power Whip. I never had to click Triple Axle, and I brought Synthesis, which was really just a, like, if Ninetales doesn't exist, if it doesn't come to this, Synthesis is great against Zygarde. So that was really the only reason for that, to be able to heal up against Zygarde if need be. So again, I really do enjoy using Serena. And yeah, this is one one Dragon Ground out of the way. There's at least Garchomp left to get out of the way. So I guess we'll see. We will see how we do. Last but not least was Weezing. Weezing, like I said mid-battle, was for Pangoro, and Pangoro pretty much exclusively because I needed something that could come in on Pangoro. If I was going to keep forcing Pangoro in, I needed something that I myself could bring in, which forced Weezing to come. I also really liked Misty Terrain in this one. Misty Terrain prevented Jorge from clicking status moves against like our Fat Kyurem White, or like Slow King, or even Serena. So Misty Terrain looked really good for that reason. It also nerfed the dragon moves coming off of Zygarde 100 or Zydog. Strange Theme and Flamethrower actually covers the whole team really well. Pretty much only Victini and Toxapex resist both. Yeah, that's accurate. Yep, only Toxapex and Victini resist both. So they covered really well, like I said. Defog to remove primarily, like I explained earlier, primarily to remove Aurora Veil. And then Pain Split to heal back up. And we did lose our leftovers immediately, so Pain Split could have come in clutch later on in the battle. But we did have to sack off Weezing, but it allowed us to secure the 5-0 victory, so I'm pretty happy with how Doug Dimmadome here did. Investment-wise, it was kind of all over the place. We had slight speed investment to outspeed like a speed creeping Pangoro, just to ensure that we were potentially faster than it. So we had 28 EVs in speed. We had 116 EVs in Spadef, 244 in HP, 60 in Spatak, and 60 in defense with that bold nature. So that's kind of all over the place, like I said. And again, like I've said for a couple other mons, I don't remember all the calcs because I did build this team like a week ago, over a week ago now. But yeah, Weezing did its job 100%. I think it got a burn. Was it on the Crobat? Is that what it got the burn on? I think it was on the Crobat. So that was big for our team. Right, so that does bring us to the end of the team. Yeah, I'm very excited about my first win in BBL. 5-0 is a great way to start the season. And, you know, we'll see if we can keep it rolling. BBL is definitely my most exciting league right now. The other leagues are winding down, and this one's just starting up. So I've definitely got the most drive to succeed in this league, and I'm hopefully can bring some amazing content along the way. So with that, for those of you watching on Twitch, my draft analysis is coming out in about 8 hours. So if you want to check that out, go ahead and find me over on YouTube at the Bosif. Here on Twitch, I'm just Bosif, but YouTube I had to be the Bosif. So again, if you want to watch that content, of course there will be a ping in the BBL server, but you can just go over to my channel in about 8 hours and check that out. And if you're watching on YouTube now, content frequently coming out on Twitch. Never really at a consistent day because, we're scheduling for battles. But again, I am Bosif on Twitch. So if you're watching on YouTube, you can check me out there on Twitch. So with that, that is going to do it. Thank you all for watching. Thanks for joining the Inner Circle, and we will catch you all next time.